there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. And to my subscribers, I cannot thank you enough for your love, your loyalty, and support. I do want to mention that at least for the month of March, the readings are going to be different. I've been guided to change it up a bit. So you're going to see a different type of, not style, but what I'm going to be channeling is going to be different than what I've been doing in my past readings. All right. So I will be doing it in this manner until I am called to change it up again. I also want to mention that I've launched my memberships on my website. So I'm really excited about that. It's kind of like where you get the exclusive content on Patreon, but I created my own Patreon type stuff on my own domain because I prefer having control of everything, and it's going to be a little better than Patreon. There's going to be a lot more things that I get to do there, to include live sessions with members that I'm not going to do on YouTube. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to cover in my lives there. So that's a big perk for some of the membership tiers. There are plenty to choose from. Again, I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. If you want to hop on that, check the description box below. I will have a link to take you straight to the membership plan so you can review them. Again, it's like exclusive content you're not going to find anywhere else. So it's also going to help supplement these readings, okay? Let's see. Yeah, if you go to capellawellness.com, you're going to be able to see the link right there to go check on what membership tiers I have. I also want to wish you guys a wonderful, beautiful month of March. It's a magical month, guys. Take advantage of these energies, all right? I hope you have a wonderful, transformational, inspirational week and month of March. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading. How's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. Sending you much love and many, many blessings for this week and the week ahead. Well, the weekend ahead, I should say. The weekend is quickly approaching. I'm recording this on what is it, March 3rd? 2022? Yes. March 3rd. We just had the new moon in Pisces. Actually, the moon is still in Pisces. All right, Cancer, if you didn't already hear with the intro, I was asked to change up the readings, at least for the month of March. So we'll see if they want me to continue this going forward. What we're going to do here is we're going to see what your current situation is, what the obstacle is surrounding your situation, and what the lesson is teaching you. All right, we're going to get guidance on how to navigate the energies and how to deal with the obstacle. And then we're also going to see what's going on with your love situation, because that could always be part of what's going on, right? So let's see, Cancer, what is going on with you? What is your current situation? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is the current situation with Cancer? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. All right. I love this card with the little boy in it. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, maybe this has to do with waiting, or you've been planting your seeds. You have been putting in hard work, okay? You're trying to maintain patience, or you have been patient. And remember, it's a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else. You are learning. You are growing. You are trying to continue to push forward. And it seems like it might be weighing you down, or there's this notion of is the hard work I'm putting in going to, am I going to reap the harvest from the hard work I'm putting in? There it is. Okay. I have been putting in so much. I have been dealing with a lot. What is it going to take for me to actually see my return on investment? What is it going to take for me to actually see what, it's like the fruits of my labor type of thing. There is a toddler here. So maybe this has to do with children or a child. Okay. Maybe there's some worry surrounding this child because you know what's at the bottom of the deck? It's the Nine of Swords. There's some hopelessness here. It's like you're feeling, like I said, like, what is this? Why is this taking so long? Whatever this is for you, Cancer. And again, for somebody here, at least one person here, there's some worry or anxiety concerning a child or children. So what Spirit wants you to know, if this is you, Cancer, if it's not, don't worry about it, that this part is not for you, but they want me to get this out to whoever this is. Pray more. Have more faith. Okay? Maybe having faith is a really challenging thing for you to maintain. And let me tell you, I know, because trying to maintain faith is one of the hardest things I've ever had to learn this lifetime. Really, really hard. Okay? Because, you know, you've been putting in work, you're being patient, and it's like, okay, let's see what's going on, and maybe there's something creeping up for you, Cancer, and it's causing a little bit of despair. It's causing you to overthink things and maybe trying to think like if you want to jump ship or you want to give up, something like that. But no, this Seven of Pentacles is about perseverance. You got to keep going because remember, good things take time. All right. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to reap your harvest, but you have to remember also, if you've been putting in the work, if you've been planting those seeds, then you're on the right track. But if not, then, you know, whatever it is you're trying to come to fruition, you're trying to grow here, or you're hoping something will change, it won't actually manifest because you haven't put down the foundation for it. You haven't planted those seeds in order for that orchard to grow, that garden to flourish, all right? So it depends on where you are at, Cancer, and you know your story. So you have to be honest with that. You have to just continue to be in your heart space and continue to pray and be in alignment with your higher self as opposed to being in the Nine of Swords energy. All right. You don't have to really be all up in your head like I was talking about, worrying and overthinking to some crazy degree and losing sleep over it. Okay. There's no need for that. Because whatever this is, whatever you are stressing about, whatever fears you have, you may have fears like, this is not going to grow. Am I actually going to see something? Did I plant some bad seeds or something? You would know the answer to that question, Cancer, if you're contemplating that, if you've been planting bad seeds and just what you're thinking, if what I'm doing the right course of action here. But again, the fears, the uncertainties, the worry, despair, and anxiety, it's low vibrational. That's going to manifest exactly into what it is you're fearing, you're worrying about. All right, you are concerned about a child, whatever this is going on. It's a well-being, or maybe you heard some bad news, or maybe your child might even be sick. Maybe they got the virus or something, and it's giving you this like sense of, oh my gosh, like is my kid gonna be okay or whatever. Again, that's for somebody specific because I get the child is in here for a reason. And maybe you are very concerned about the well-being of your child or your children, whoever this is. So the big thing here is to not fall into despair. Do a lot more prayer, meditate, you know, go out in nature, like talk to God, give this to God. Give this to God. Okay? This is a 9. What you're worrying about is nothing to it's going to cause more worry. It's going to cause more physical illness if you're experiencing that. Okay? With the 9, this needs to come to an end. 9s are getting about getting so close to completion. God doesn't want you to get to the 10 with this. All right. You just got to persevere. Ask God to give you that strength to keep going. Keep pushing forward. You will see your rewards soon enough. Might be even in 7 days is what I heard. But then again, I don't like saying that really because of the timing thing. Everything happens in divine timing. This is also a divine timing card, right? But this is also about you needing to make sure that what you are investing in yourself in is giving you some sort of profit, so to speak, some sort of benefit. Maybe you're starting to realize, maybe another part of this is you are putting in effort into something and you're not getting anything back. And it's expended your energy. You could be emotionally depleted, spiritually depleted. If that's the case, Cancer, it's time for you to pull your energies back. But this is a matter of not getting all worried about whatever it is you've been waiting for or you're hoping to manifest. Worry isn't going to do you any good. It's not, Cancer. And if it has to do with a child, if you believe that all is going to be well with the child, all will be well. If you continue to be in these energies here about this, it's like someone is fretting over some stuff. There's no need to fret, Cancer. Just have faith, right? Because you don't see exactly what is going on behind the scenes. It's kind of like the high priestess. There's stuff going on you don't know about, but remember, when you plant a seed, stuff starts happening in the soil, right? But we don't see what's going on in the soil. So we have to have faith knowing that what we've planted, provided that we've planted the right seed, we have to continue to water and fertilizing and give it sunlight, right? It's kind of also like when you're pregnant with a child and it takes like 9 months, 40 weeks for the baby to be ready to come out of the oven, right? But we shouldn't be worrying about what's going on during that process, that gestation process. Just have to have faith and trust that whatever it is we're trying to grow, whatever we're trying to birth into the world, it will come in due time. I'm getting, for some of you, this is a huge test of faith for you. I've seen 9 of Wands with this, or the Hierophant, or the Fool card, stuff like that. All right, let's see what it is what's the obstacle here? What is Cancer's obstacle? What's blocking Cancer right now? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. 4 of Pentacles. See, things are growing here, Cancer, but you have a blindfold on and you can't see that. If this is something about money, okay, don't put your worry into that. You have to trust that God is in control, that He is working everything out. Could be scarcity mindset, okay? Especially if you're dealing with a child or something. Maybe something happened and you don't have enough money to cover for something for the child or to take care of the child. That could be for somebody here. That is for somebody here, at least one person. But remember, lack attracts lack. With the worry, again, so some of you, this is worrying about money, and it has to do, with 7 of Pentacles there. We have more pentacles here. So for some of you, this is worrying about money. If what you invested in is actually going to get some sort of return. Could be a business, could be, you know, what you're doing with some investment with your child or family member or something like that. Take it how it resonates. But what's blocking you from this harvest from manifesting is the fact that you're getting into this bad habit of worrying, right? The Nine of Swords. Fear, anxiety. Is this actually going to happen? Am I actually on the right path? Is this going to work out? You're holding on to something too tightly here, Cancer. And you know what that is. It's time to let that go. You have to trust what your heart is telling you. Apparently for some of you, your mind is getting in the way. Again, with that Nine of Swords, you're all up in your head. That's beyond the Eight of Swords where you're mentally entrapped. There's some mental anguish going on here. Because you're not seeing anything doesn't mean that it's growing. Just because you're not seeing something right now doesn't mean that God is working towards whatever it is that you are praying about, you're hoping for, you were expecting to see. God's always working. If you don't feel at peace, continue praying. You know you will feel at peace. You know you have prayed enough when you are at peace with whatever this is. Okay? So start trusting your heart more. And it could be something about the home too. Because Four of Pentacles, there's like a sanctuary here. This is home as well. Could be worrying about something with paying something for the home or your rent or a mortgage or something like that. And you're concerned because you have a kid and where are we going to live if this money doesn't come in, or where are we going to go if this doesn't happen? Again, all that worry, it's going to manifest into that. It could even be a legal thing because we have Justice at the bottom of the deck. Maybe there's a court case coming up, or something with child support, something with alimony or custody battle or something like that. Because again, I've seen the child. Maybe some of you are dealing with that, and there's some sort of settlement that you're hoping for, or you're worried that you're going to lose the house if this is a divorce or something like that, because this is Justice right here. You're afraid of losing the home, or you're afraid of losing something. Again, I'm picking up stuff for somebody here. Take it how it resonates, because it's not going to fit for everybody. But if that's not the case, you know, it could be something else legal here with regards to your home. If you fear you're going to lose the home or something like that, don't get caught up in your head about this, because apparently God has been showing you signs and synchronicities. God has been telling you that all is well. God has been showing you, you know, this situation is stable, it's secure. You're just not seeing that because you want to see it in the physical. It's like you want some sort of proof somewhere. Or if it has to do with money, it's like I need to actually see the money in my account to know that I'm going to be okay. But God is trying to tell you, well, I'm telling you what the answer is, that everything's going to be fine, but you're not trusting what your heart's telling you, right? The whole mind thing is kicking in. And again, that could be like a habit of yours where it's hard to bring that balance with regards to trusting your heart instead of focusing so much on what your mind is telling you, all right? There's a reason why this Four of Pentacles has a blindfold. You know that you need to let go of this worry, this fear. Because at the end of the day, God is going to make everything right. And again, if this is a legal case, I'm being told that everything's going to work out in your favor. Justice will be restored. Things are going to be balanced. And if it's your finances, maybe your finances are not balanced, and that's causing something with the worry. Again, if it's causing something with the home or a child or something along those lines, God wants you to have more balance in your life, and to focus on the fact that whatever this is, God is going to bring justice to the situation. Okay. This also could be about letting go of guilt and blame. Maybe you're blaming yourself for something. Maybe you're blaming others, or you're pointing fingers. Take it how it is for your story, Cancer, but be honest with yourself. If you are blaming others and pointing at them for something not working right now in your life, when you point your fingers at somebody, you have 3 fingers pointing back at you. We can't point fingers and put responsibility on people for our pain or our happiness. We are responsible for that. At the end of the day, we are. So if you're doing that, you're holding a grudge or something, it's time to let that go. This might even be a thing with God for somebody. Because maybe God promised you something and you're like, well, where is it? I've been waiting for so long. The divine timing, maybe you keep hearing about divine timing and you're like, I need to make sure that whatever this is that's happening in my life, that I'm going to be okay. But God's like, you have to trust. Again, with the blindfold here. You have those flowers in front of you with pentacles on them. You don't think they're there because you can't see them. Use your other senses. Reach out and just touch the flower, and then you're going to realize that the pentacles are on top of the flowers. Of course, it's like a metaphorically speaking, but you know what I'm talking with that, right? You don't need to see with your human eyes. It's seeing with your mind's eye and trusting in what your heart is telling you. And if this is a court case and you're worried about losing something, you know, don't hang on so tightly to things, because when the situation comes around where we don't have those things anymore, it's because God is taking those things away from us for our highest good. Now, God is not going to give us anything that we can't handle, right? But if you know that something is not serving you here, you have to let it go. And if you're worried about money, just let God handle it. Okay? Maybe you're in a court battle over your child and there's like trying to keep the home, or I want, all this money, or this is kind of like I want justice with this. I need to keep all of this. I need to do this. But if God is telling you, Cancer, this is not for you, just let it go. Because God is going to provide. And I will say, in my own case, with my divorce case with my husband, ex-husband, I just let God take over. I didn't try to fight too much for all of these things because I was granted all of these things, and I said, nope. I know that's going to come down to bite me in the ass later. And surely enough, when I gave it to God and I let God handle the whole Justice Department, because he runs the Justice Department, years later, especially with the situation now, he's actually a lot more giving and a lot more understanding, because now I have full custody of my son as opposed to 50-50, and that happened out of nowhere, okay? But I wasn't worried about it because I knew God was going to handle it, and he did, because he always does. So whatever it is that you are trying to hold on to tightly to, just let it go. Don't fret over it. Do not worry. Do not fear what's going to happen in the future. You have to be in the present moment, and you have to trust God. Pray more about it. There's also something here about you're not learning a karmic lesson with letting go of things that don't serve you. or being in scarcity mindset, trying to control things, resisting change. Okay, maybe for somebody here, you need to start investing more in yourself, your well-being, your wellness, your happiness to evolve and to grow. Maybe it's a thing with money. You don't want to spend money on yourself or on your personal growth, but you know, sometimes we need to do that. It's like for me, when I bought that subscription to Mind Valley, and it actually happened by accident, but there are no accidents, and it was the best thing I could have done. Investing money in my business, putting all this money in to start something, and putting more money into me, right? I bought a membership for somebody's a tarot reader that I was watching a long time ago. And I bought a membership for her daily guidance. And that was helping me a lot until one day I didn't need it anymore. And it was crazy because that reader said, I'm getting a feeling that you guys are no longer going to be watching these videos. And she was right. There was part of that collective where we got that extra boost of guidance because we invested in that to help us grow. And it also helped me to learn tarot. I'm not going to lie. I'm telling you guys how I did this, how I got to here. And I put that money in, and it was like I got it back tenfold. Okay. That's how it works. And it wasn't just about getting the money back tenfold. I got something way better where I was more at peace with myself, and I learned something, and I started to build something for myself, and I created my own business based off of what I was learning by investing in that membership, by investing in, you know, following her guidance and saying, invest more in this or do more of this for yourself, taking better care of myself, things like that, right? Even buying certain products that were like fair trade and spending more time in the sea salt bath and taking vacations for myself, that type of thing. You see what I'm saying? And when God sees that, you get rewarded more. So maybe that's for somebody to hear, okay? So don't let this money thing scare you. Don't worry about not having enough. You are always abundant, Cancer. God is always abundant, and you are God within, so that means you are always abundant. God is always providing for nature, too. If you look at nature, all of nature is taken care of. And yes, we're humans, and it's different, but we have to trust. God knows your situation, Cancer. You just have to trust and have faith that He's got you. Okay? So whatever this is, let go. Let it go. You're trying to seek justice here? Vindication, vengeance, that's for God to take care of, not for us. So we were already talking, we haven't gotten to the lesson part, but this is about seeing the truth in the situation, about karmic lessons that make us wiser. And it helps us to bring balance into our lives. Okay? So whatever it is, let go. Let go of the need to control. Stop resisting change. Stop resisting learning your karmic lessons, because if you don't learn your karmic lessons, you're going to continue to get hit with karma, your negative karma. All right, let's see what lesson is to be learned here. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. What lesson is Cancer learning with this situation? You see how all those just jumped out in a stack? Upright? Look, now the Nine of Swords comes out. I knew it was going to come out. And the World and Judgment. We have two major arcana here. Okay. Stop worrying. Break the cycle of worrying yourself to death. Have more faith in God. You're being supported by the angels, by the universe. Okay? Whatever this is, break the cycle of worrying about the future, the what ifs. What ifs are not going to help you. Be in the present moment. Find peace and solace within yourself. You're going to find the peace within. You're not going to find it outside of yourself. These two cards right here, breaking the cycle. I talked about something wants to end. God is trying to have something come in for you here. He's trying to get you to overcome this anxiety, fear, whatever this is, so that you can start something completely new. Because after the World card is the Fool, right? Spirit really wants you to get going on whatever it is you're being called to do. And it seems like, yeah, you guys are you're being called to do a mission, to follow your mission. And that involves either getting help from somebody on how to get there, or investing your time, money, and energy in yourself on preparing you for what your mission is. Even if it's like starting up a business with regards to those talents that you have. This is God saying, put in the money towards it. It's going to reap rewards. It will be fine. Okay. There's stagnation here with the World card in this position. And disappointments. This worry is really preventing you from moving forward to something bigger and greater here. You need to really allow God to just close the book to this chapter, this story, and start a new one. There's a new beginning here. These are endings and new beginnings. There's a lot of endings and new beginnings here. But this worry, this anxiety, this fear is preventing you from moving forward. You think whatever it is hopeless. Maybe if you're being called to fulfill your mission, you don't think it's going to be prosperous. You don't think you're going to make money off of it. And what's interesting is we have more Pentacles energy with the Nine of Pentacles. You're not worthy of this. You're lacking the confidence in thinking that this is going to work. Again, with money, there's a money thing here. Why are you worrying about money, Cancer? Again, this is for some of you, not for all of you. What is it with the worry? God is going to provide for you. And even if you venture out, if this is a business thing for you, you're following your calling, you're doing what God is asking you to do, He's going to provide for you. Why? Because you are being supported due to the fact that you are living your life's purpose. You are following your divine life's purpose. You're heeding the call to help humanity. How is God going to kind of turn on you? How is He going to just drop the ball, knowing that you have taken that leap of faith to pursue, or to follow what God has called you to do? The world needs who you were made to be, Cancer. Now more so than ever, we all know what's going on with the world. Do not get caught up in that too either. If that's you, Cancer, worrying about what's going on with the Ukraine-Russia thing, let that go. Everything else that's going on in the world, in your life, give it to God. Start following what it is that you're being called to do. Because I'm not joking here. You are needed. And if there's an abundance thing here, like, oh, well, especially, look, I'll give you an example, right? Obviously, I read tarot and I have these channels, and I got caught up in the competition. I was like, this is so saturated. And, you know, I do readings very differently. And it's like, I'm not going to be the one who's going to be putting out all puppies and rainbows and things. If it comes out, it will come out. But you cannot have light without dark. So I got into a complex with doing the readings the way that I do. And now I'm talking about lesson learning, all right? Because we're here to learn, grow, and evolve. And that is a hard thing to do. But when we overcome all these barriers and these blockages, your life becomes a lot more different and a lot more peaceful. So I was worried about, is this going to even work out? And, you know, with the business, having a business, there's always ebbs and flows, right? I'm not going to lie. If you own a business already, you know this. And this is a person who owns a business too, right here with the Knight of Pentacles. But you have to understand that you have what it takes. And even if you're doing something different than the norm, than what everybody is doing, know that you are setting yourself apart, and eventually God will exalt you. God will get you, move you from the back of the line to the front of the line, okay? And you have to stick to what you know, and you do have to have every bit of confidence in yourself and knowing that you are worthy of abundance, knowing that this will be successful, because this is also success. All right, whatever this is, if it's not a business, if it has to do with the legal thing, know that it's going to be success. This is you learning how to be happily single on your own and building for yourself, you standing on your own 2 feet. Okay, if there's somebody here who's going through a divorce and you're afraid of supporting your kids on your own, you're afraid of being by yourself alone, you're never alone, Cancer. For whoever this is, you are never alone. This is going to give you an opportunity to build something incredible for yourself, not just with finances or a business, but who you are as a person. You becoming this strong, independent individual where you're not going to rely on anyone for anything, but that's for you to get in your power here. Because what will happen is when you get to this state, when you are happily single and you learn about your worth and your abilities and the power that you have within you, when you create a business, when you build this life for you that is very abundant, and it's not just abundance with money, okay? It's abundance with health and friendships and relationships and spirit. Then what happens is God works his magic and the miracles come in, and then you attract your divine partner, where you two will become one, and you two will work together towards something even greater than what you're being called to do now. Okay. So here, at the bottom of the deck for your lesson, understanding that you are a successful, brilliant, strong-willed individual, that you have what it takes to build something incredible, that the skills that God gave you will bring you prosperity, success, abundance, riches, fame, fortune, whatever this is. All right? Could even be world recognition, because we have the world card here. This is getting the rewards for all the hard work that you've put in. Because you stuck to what you knew, you had that faith, and you let go of fear-based thinking. This Nine of Pentacles talks about not giving into fear-based thinking, because you know that you are already abundant within. And when you have that inner wealth, you attract the outer wealth. This Nine of Pentacles individual does not deal with this because of that fact that I just said. That you know God always provides. And there's the Stag, the ultimate provider, protector, the king of the forest. This is eventually who you will attract here to help with like the protection and financial aspects of things. That is divine, the symbol for a divine masculine right there. So if this has to do with an investment that you made, or investing yourself in a business, or investing yourself in, or something with the child, again, legal thing, worried about success, worry if it's going to work out in your favor, it's going to work out in your favor. Because, yeah, we've got judgment and justice here. There is something legal here. There could be, it's God's telling you things are ending for you, Cancer, so there's no need to worry about this. There's freedom here. There's liberation. You have to free yourself from this pain, this overthinking, all of this stuff. All of these low vibrations, you got to transmute the dark into light. And you have to stop judging yourself too. Beating yourself up. Some of you, not all of you, okay? Stop blaming yourself. Stop feeling guilty. Stop blaming others. Stop pointing guilt at somebody else. Stop judging others too. Don't judge, period. That's not part of what we do here. We don't judge, and we don't judge ourselves either. You have the ability to end this cycle, to break this cycle of this Nine of Swords energy, Cancer. It's up to you. Continue to go with the flow. Continue to trust. Continue to have faith. You have to believe that you are successful. You have to believe that you are worthy of abundance, that whatever it is that you're doing is going to work out. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, it's going to work out. Again, you got to let go. God is going to end a cycle for you here. There's huge success, a huge achievement that's coming. You need to feel fulfilled and accomplished. This is fulfillment and accomplishment and success, like I said. There is abundance here. But the overthinking, this right here is blocking you from moving to the next phase of your journey, your mission, and it's blocking the abundance from coming in. You're going to be significantly rewarded for what you do. And when I talked about that lesson in faith, the Judgment card talks about being greatly rewarded for having unwavering faith. And maybe some of you, this is what's coming. Maybe part of the lesson that you've learned was about worrying and stressing out about money. Because before you had a scarcity mindset. Lack attracts lack. You were holding on too tightly to money for fear of you were going to need it later or something like that. For somebody here, you've already learned this lesson, and this is just kind of confirming that you are going to reap the rewards of your labor. There are a lot of Pentacles cards here, all right? There's something about a home. If you're worried about losing your home, you're going to acquire another one, or somebody else. The Stag, the Divine Masculine, is going to come in and support you with this, because there's a team effort here, I'm hearing. I mean, with all these Pentacles here, guys, Judgment Day is coming, but for those of you who planted the right seeds and you stuck it out and you persevered and you trusted in God and divine timing, you had that faith. Now this life that you are living is going to end, and you're going to start something completely new, and you're going to feel more like this. At peace. No more fear, no more worry. Now the money's going to flow in, that type of thing. And what's interesting is that underneath the Nine of Pentacles, I kept picking it up by itself. It's the Hanged Man. See? Things are suspended. You're like you feel like you're stuck. You're not stuck. Because God was already working things out behind the scenes. Okay? Releasing this is the lesson. It's got to come to an end. You got to break that cycle. It's time to move forward with your mission, your awakening process, your ascension process, learning your karmic lessons, trusting in your calling and what God is calling you to do. Alrighty, let's go see what your guidance is. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What guidance do we have for Cancer with regards to this situation here? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We have creativity and practical intuition. Here's another 4. See, stability. You got to really stabilize that mind. All right. Bottom of the deck is divine love. As usual, I read the books. So let's see what number 4 is with creativity. All right. We have Lady's Mantle enhances fertility, feminine healing, and a connection to the divine feminine. Carnelian promotes creativity and fertility. So if you have carnelian with you, meditate with that crystal. If you don't have it, you're more than welcome to go purchase one and help you with what guidance is given in this card to help you with your creative endeavors, okay? So it says creativity is not just something that is nice to have in your life. Creativity is your birthright, and it is also one of the most basic drives in human beings. Sadly, our culture does not value creativity and views it as an indulgent pastime. Heal your creative self by falling into the arms of the divine feminine. Is there anything else in here? Yeah. It says, I am a creative being and actively feed my creative self through the arts and through nature. I express my creative being with passion and confidence. Nine of Pentacles with the confidence. See? You have what it takes. 30. Practical intuition. Vinca grows close to the ground. A humble and grounded plant, it promotes the practical use of spiritual abilities and helps open the third eye. See what I talked about the third eye? You don't need to see with the human eyes, Cancer. Lapis lazuli, I love that crystal, supports intuition and spiritual sight. Developing spiritual abilities is not the end of the journey. Just as the spring equinox heralds new life and new beginnings, which is coming up soon, knowledge is the start of a deeper path. Through application of spiritual skills to creating blessings in this world, we connect more deeply with spirit and gain wisdom. I use my knowledge and understanding to solve practical problems. Through my wisdom, I help increase beauty in the world and help support the beneficial flow of energy. And then the bottom of the deck is Divine Love, which is the last one in this deck. Oh no, Prosperity is, my bad. Divine Love is the bottom of the deck here. The rose is a well-known symbol of unconditional love and healing. Rose quartz amplifies love, compassion, and kindness. We are humans carry within us the light of the divine, and as such we are capable of expressing that love, even when circumstances make it difficult. It is easier to slip into love and compassion when you've experienced it yourself. Open yourself up to divine love and make a commitment to it. Bind yourself to it. Tie a ribbon around your wrist to remind you of your divine marriage. I am loved. I am committed to nurturing my loving relationship with the divine and with all beings. All right, let's see what other guidance we have for you with this. I forgot what this is called. Where's the box? This is the Making Magic deck, Oracle deck. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What other guidance do we have for Cancer? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you very much. Abracadabra with wings. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Wasn't I talking about fortune or something? Stuff's going to magically happen, Cancer. But the whole Nine of Swords thing, it's blocking it. All right? I said there's success here. endings, new beginnings. A new life is about to start. Again, with the Judgment there too. Okay? There may be communication coming in, because every time I see the dolphin, I see communication. The dolphin is actually the one who communicates between the earthly plane and the Pleiadians. All right? And this dolphin is going to jump out. It's like it magically jumps out. Here we go with the fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. It just flies out of the water. See, significant rewards. A significant phase in your life is ending, a new one is beginning. But again, lesson. Learn your karmic lessons. Don't worry so much. Felix Felicitas. Power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. There you have it. Lucky again. Here, Cancer. Something is going to happen at the right place at the right time. Again, with the divine timing. God knows what he's doing. Trust me, guys. This week has been another big test for me. So, it's tough. It's not an easy thing. Even, you know, you're doing great one day, and then something kind of like comes in and you're like, should I keep doing this? Let's see what's going on with your love situation. What's going on with Cancer's love situation at this time? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Friend zone, still friends, just friends. Someone likes someone else only as a friend, not relationship material. What a catch. An ideal partner or mate, abundance, self-esteem, value. The answer is yes, marriage material. This is interesting. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. The groom. Husband, partner, interested in a commitment or advancement, love of a lifetime, wedding or event. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, with the love stuff, guys, it's like you guys were friend zoned by your person, okay? Your person thought of you only as a friend, but they really thought this about you. Marriage material. Boy, did I get lucky, right? We have lucky twice with the abracadabra card in the bottom of it with the Felix Felicitas. Okay? So what I'm getting is that this person was like, they thought, oh, just another friend or whatever, and then blam, they realized who you were. It could very well be that they realized that you were the one sent to them by God to be their divine partner, their divine counterpart, okay? So it looks like some of you thought you were in the friend zone, but your person, no, this is what they thought of you. And yeah. What's happening is here, you're moving from being a friend to being marriage material, an ideal partner or mate. And this person's coming in to offer commitment. Wedding or event. What did this card say? Lucky, serendipitous events. Could be just even going out on a date, and then all of a sudden you get proposed to, and then it's like it changes. Okay? Somebody wants to commit to you after putting you in the friend zone, but they had to go through a lot of stuff to realize who you are, Cancer. Commitment is coming. It's like for some of you, you're going to go straight from what you thought you were just, you know, a friend to them. It's going from friend to like husband, wife is what I'm getting. Okay? Because yeah, it says marriage material, right? And there's abundance too. See? Abundance is coming with this as well. So here you go. Surprise. Surprise, Cancer. Your love life is changing. It's just a matter of, remember, is this even worth it? It's been a long time. For some of you, it might even be 7 years. If you were dealing with a divine counterpart and it's like, did I do the work? Did I put in all this stuff, right? And we do have divine love here. It's funny because I picked up the Lovers with this. But I read the book. But apparently this is also talking about this divine love is coming in. We have, you know, the groom here at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what's after that. Stork. A new edition. Ideas manifested. Pregnancy, baby, child, children, family, good news, inspiration. Good news. See? Something's coming in. Your manifestations are coming in, especially with regards to love here. So here's the crazy thing. Your person, it's going to be a shock to you. Oh, you know, yeah, you're just a friend. We're just friends, right? But what deep down inside, later as they went through their ascension process and their spiritual growth and all that stuff, they started to realize this is who you are. And they're like, this is not going to come to me ever again. I need to marry this person. That's why I said you're going to go from friends. It's going to be fast, guys. Engagement, marriage, and then blam, you have a family, or you blend families, or you have children of your own, and then somebody gets pregnant. All right, that's for some of you, not for all of you. All right, if you know that doesn't apply to you, then this is not for you. You see how fast things are changing? Because here's the thing. As I said, God wants something to end here. This chapter you've been living, this story, it's ending, and a new one is beginning. And again, there is some of you, you have passed all these tests, you've learned your lessons. You've trusted in divine timing, and now this divine love is coming in. And it's going to be, you're going to go from single to married in like one fell swoop. Skater girls at the top, skating along, balance, outdoor date, letting things slide, adaptable, quickly, seamlessly. See, they're going to ask you out on a date. But here's a weird thing that I'm getting. For somebody here, this could be like a you being bamboozled, but in a good way, where you go out on a date and it's kind of like they might even say, hey, you know, let's go, you know, catch up and stuff, and then all of a sudden it's proposal. Serious commitment. Okay, this is a groom, this is a husband, this person is very serious about you, Cancer. You could go on this date. Maybe you like ice skating, okay? If this would be funny. Let me know in the comments if you get invited to go out ice skating, because that would be crazy. All right? You go out on a date. You go do something. It seems like a friend thing. And then you get hit with this. Some serious commitment here. That's what I'm getting for some of you, okay? Going from the friend zone and bam, you become like a wife or a husband. It depends what your situation. Okay. All right. Cancer, if you would like a personal reading with me or a live coaching session, or if you would like to become a member of Capella Wellness, I did launch my memberships if you didn't already see. I have different tiers. So you can go ahead and check that out. There's a link to see what the different tiers are for my memberships to get extra perks and the exclusive content that I'm not going to be putting on YouTube. Check that out in the description box below. The link will take you right to all of the different tiers that I have. Find what works for you and join in. If you go to capellawellness.com, you would see right away the join now button or the link that says Capella memberships. All right. Any questions you have at all or anything, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on my website to get in contact with me, or you can send me an email in the description box below. All right, Cancer, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess with Capella Wellness, starring out.